The Arizona Attorney General's office is taking action against a father and son duo they say has been scamming thousands of dollars from undocumented immigrants who are trying to buy a home. Cronkite News reporter Alexis Dominguez tells us about how they allegedly took Valley residents' hard-earned money.
The company is called Pro Solutions and is owned by Ruben Diaz and his son Rodrigo. According to the Attorney General Mark Brnovich, his office has filed an Arizona consumer fraud and civil racketeering lawsuit against Pro Solutions, alleging Ruben and his son acted as loan officers to reel-in families trying to refinance or buy homes. Personal recommendations are the ones we usually trust most, but that wasn't the case for Luz Cortez, whose neighbor recommended Pro Solutions and Ruben Diaz when she was trying to purchase a home.
Ruben wanted an initial payment of $12,000 and an additional $3,000 for costs, and that's what we gave him so he could help us buy a house.
And the costs continue to grow. When Luz realized she was in trouble, she found her way to Pedro Morales, a loan officer who was familiar with the company and had already been trying to get similar cases in front of the Attorney General.
Someone contacted me asking me for help in regards of that somebody had been taken advantage of with $34,000.
Pedro says most of the victims don't care about the money.
We care about putting a stop to this guy because he's actually destroying families.
Sandra Hurtado says she too was a victim of Pro Solutions.
He started by speaking positively about possibly purchasing a home, and besides that, he told us the interest rates would be at 9% rather than the regular rate of 12 or 15%.
Sandra says that all the documents Ruben gave her to sign were written in English.
He explained everything in Spanish, but he left us with some doubts, so I asked my daughter to translate, and then she began explaining things differently than Ruben had previously.
After asking for a $3,000 refund, Sandra says all she got were excuses. Now, more than 6 months later, she still lives in an apartment with her family, waiting for a home and hoping for justice.
I want him to pay for what he's doing to a lot of people because it's not just us who this has happened to.
We tried repeatedly to interview Ruben Diaz of Pro Solutions. Unfortunately, he never returned our calls. Meanwhile, the Attorney General's office declined to speak because this is an ongoing case. If you believe you have been victim of consumer fraud, please contact the Attorney General's office in Phoenix. Bilingual consumer protection staff members are also available to assist. Alexis Dominguez, Cronkite News.